It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. It's December 10th, 2019, and Frank and I are here at the home of the Windham Eagles for tonight's exciting action between the Eagles and your Portland Bulldogs. Frank, both teams come into tonight's game 0-1. The Eagles are coming off of a 58-44 loss to Edward Little. They were in it, though, and they had 7 players score 2 points apiece. They were led by number 1, junior Dylan Gorman, with 10 points, including 2 threes. So Windham spreads it out a bit.
Absolutely, Steve. They're a veteran team. The team I'd expect to see come out play with a lot of toughness and really try to grind down this Portland team. We saw the Bulldogs struggle with physicality against Bangor to open the season. We'll see how they respond against Windham.
Well, the Dogs were led by Smart and Mahan, something that we expect to see, I think, at least in the early going this season.
Absolutely, Steve. Kevin Smart returned to varsity, first time on varsity basketball, returned to playing organized basketball this year. He had a solid opener against arguably the best big man in the state in Bangor, held his own. I'd look for him to kind of progress through the season, and this might be a point where we can kind of see a coming out party for him.
Folks, one team is going to get their first win tonight. Might as well be Portland. We'll bring you all the action in just a moment.
For Windham, Eagles basketball. Tonight's game features the Bulldogs of Portland High School taking on your Windham High School Eagles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the Bulldogs of Portland High. Starting at guard is a senior, number 3, Stillman Mahan. A senior forward, number 5, Elias Antonio. Playing guard, a sophomore, number 12, Juan Donato. Senior forward, number 15, Finn Cronin. And at forward, a senior, number 21, Richard Greenwood. Portland High is coached by Joe Russo. He's assisted by Joe Giordano, Carmine Rumo, and Joe Esposito. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Windham High School Eagles. Starting at guard, a junior number 5, Caleb Sidre. And forward, a senior number 13, Cam Brown. Playing guard for the Eagles, a senior number 20, Eric Weiser. At guard, a senior number 42, Ivan Caffel. And at forward, the senior, number 44, Chris Naylor. Windham High is coached by Chad Pelkinen. He's assisted by Peter Brown, George McCrillis, Noah Esty, and Jeff Grigsby. Our athletic trainer is Casey Sinclair, the timekeeper, Dennis Dubé, and our official scorer, Miss Stephanie Bouvier. Our officials on the floor, Tom Ray, Mr. Paul Reynolds, and Gene Keene. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please rise and join us now as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So interesting, neither Smart nor Gorman are in the starting lineups tonight for Portland and Windham, respectively.
Yeah, and right after that, we're going to re-jump that one. As Cronin and Brown made a little contact.
And Stillman Mayen controls.
Windham out in man-to-man defense.
Here's Greenwood. Katz Cronin is posting up.
I would expect to see Windham closing out on Stillman Mahan. Try to limit his outside attempts.
Greenwood inside. Stripped. Stolen. And fouled. I think that'll be 42. We'll see. Ivan Kaffel. And it is.
Good fight there by Portland to regain possession off that strip.
Outside pretty deep to Elias Antonio. Gonna have a hard time not thinking of number 12 as Manny Hugo and number 5 as Pedro Fonseca, but I'll do my best.
I have faith in you, Steve.
And splits the defenders. Spin move by Greenwood, and he is stuffed by number 44, Naylor, who blocks it.
A little confusion there. Windham, good ball reversal, though.
The open shot is made by Caleb Sidre.
Yeah, excellent reversal there by Windham. Open up a wide open shot on the far side.
Sidre is one of the players that had 2 points against Edward Little. Oop. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Wani Donato.
And I think it's going to be that off arm, Steve, as we've seen quite a bit already in the Bangor game.
First team foul. Checking into the game for Portland High, number 30, Kevin Smart.
So Kevin Smart checks in now for the Dogs, and number 5, Antonio, will take a seat.
Nice man-to-man from Portland as well. Nice, again, nice cut, nice pass, and good finish.
The open man, it's 4-0. .6:11 left here in the first quarter. Katz Cronin.
Right, good grab by Mahan. Unforced error there, just off Katz Cronin's fingertips. It'll be Windham's ball. Portland's third turnover of the evening so far.
So taking it out now will be number 44, Chris Naylor.
Yeah, Portland going some size here. Now they have Ethan Thay in as well as Kevin Smart.
Thay knocks it out.
Yeah, good work behind the play there. Got a hand on that pass and break it up.
5:45 left here in the first quarter. 4-0 is the score. The Eagles are in front of the Dogs at the moment. Nice ball movement. The rebound will come to number 30, Kevin Smart. Mahan now over to Greenwood, both at the top of the key. Rotation. Step out in a reach.
Yeah, we're going to have a blocking foul. Block really occurred at the top of the key, but the call came underneath. Eric Weiser's first foul.
And here comes Bouch, Jake Bouchard.
Number 20, checking in for Portland High.
Wani Donato will take a rest. 5:11 left here in the first quarter. Portland ball. Greenwood looks for the open man. Right now, nobody's getting open, but Smart gets back there.
Offensive. Nice setup there by Chris Naylor. Draw the offensive foul. And that's something Portland has to be aware of here. We've seen it once, little soft contact, caused an offensive foul. Wouldn't be surprised to see Windham try to capitalize on that and keep on plugging away.
They have a 4-0 lead still. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Finger roll does not fall. The rebound to Greenwood. We have a timeout. Joe Russo wants to talk to his players. We'll take one as well with 4:48 left in the first quarter. 4-0 is the score. So the Dogs take it in. They inside. Boom. Goes down hard.
Yeah, he'll be fouled, as you saw it. Naylor trying to draw another offensive foul. So it'll be
on Weiser's second. Getting ready to check in for Windham will be Dylan Gorman. Let's see what all the hoopla's about, Frank.
So to speak.
Fay hits 1 of 2. And that is the first Bulldog point of the night. 4-1. Crisp pass inside, but back out again. Beyond the 3. And the rebound will come to Smart. He goes coast to coast. Nice step.
He'll be fouled.
And he's fouled.
Yeah, you saw Windham again setting up for the charge. He's able to sidestep it. He'll get rewarded.
That'll be on Gorman. Is that an effective strategy, or is it or not?
Not initiating that contact that when you know the other player is going to sell it. I mean, whatever gets the job done. And that worked that time for Smart.
Checking in at number 12, Wani Donato for Fay, and number 11 for Windham, Nick Garrison for Naylor. In and out. The rebound will come to Cameron Brown. Quickly down court by Garrison. Brown to Garrison. Off to the wing to Gorman for 3. And the rebound will come to Maine, who is fouled. Blocking foul on Ivan Caffel, his second.
Already 5 team fouls on Windham. Coming out playing physical. And they'll just have to kind of keep it in check if they want to stay out of foul trouble here.
On the court for Windham High, number 24, Will Burnett.
Man on the left side. Bouchard. In the corner to Greenwood. Spins. Up. Doesn't fall. The rebound will come to Sidre.
Yeah, it'll be fouled by Mahan. As Gorman kind of leaked out, really got up the floor quickly. Baseball pass over the top, and he'll go to the line.
Still in the hand, number 3, picking up his first foul for Portland, 13-5. Dylan Gorman at the line, shooting 2.
Gorman cannot convert, but the rebound comes to Garrison, and Windham has new life.
Yeah, great steal by Bouchard.
Yes. I'm going to call him Allstate, the good hands people. Bouchard stops at the foul line. Shoots, it doesn't fall. The rebound once again will come to Sidre. Quickly out. And we have travel.
Early season call there, Steve. Something where likely players aren't quite used to the tight officiating they'd see in a high school game as opposed to their AAU matchups.
Kevin Smart will check in for Antonio as Coach Russo freely substituting. 4-1 is the score with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Not a very busy quarter. No shot clock in Maine high school basketball. Greenwood spins. Oh, nifty move, but it can't fall. It does not fall, and the rebound will come to Will Manette. He had 9 points in the first game for the Eagles.
Not afraid to
tee up the three. Smart gets the rebound and is fouled. So we have Nick Garrison, I believe, in that foul.
His first, team sixth.
His first.
Still just a 3-point Windham lead, 4-1 with 2:09 left in the first quarter here at the home of the Windham Eagles, Windham High School. Just not falling tonight in the early going.
A good hustle by Bouchard to get back and contest that shot.
Yet another offensive rebound, and we have a... Ooh.
I think we'll call a foul on 24.
Yep, that'll be on Manette, Will Manette.
His first, and already we're...
That's a 16 foul for Windham High.
6 fouls for Windham, 3 for Portland. 1:37 left, 4-1 here in the first quarter. Oh, too high.
Yeah, Portland double down on the post, Brent the lob.
Sidre is fast. He's up and in. Well defended. Gorman was out. Checking in now for the Dogs, Sam Gerber. Stillman Maine will take a break. Cardi, Juani Donato up, and we have a travel.
For a travel, I guess. And Coach Russo not pleased with that. He's checking with the other official. And it looked clean to me, Steve.
Nothing doing, good defense. Gerber ends up with it, brings it down quickly to Greenwood. Greenwood looks for the open man. He goes around to Donato.
Yeah, great post defense here by Windham.
Yeah, oh, that was quite the flop.
And we're going to have a foul on the inside.
So we saw, Caleb Sidre go down for like the third time.
Windham's trying to sell the offensive foul, I guess.
Eagle foul for 14. Hayden Bilodeau, his first. That's a 17 foul.
Hayden Bilodeau is in for the Eagles. Weiser checks back in. At the line, it'll be Smart.
Smart at the line, shooting 2.
He'll hit the first one, his first point of the game. Brings the Dogs to within 2 with 39.7 seconds left in the first quarter.
And we saw Smart on the defensive side, just altering the ball with altering the shot with his length. Good ball movement there.
A nice rebound by Donato. This might be the lowest scoring quarter that we've ever covered. Maybe that is the famous stall game at South Portland, but...
Neither team shooting particularly well. As we get a last shot here, we blocked.
Nope, blocked. The block by Caleb Sidre, and I'd have to say that if you look at that quarter and in terms of who had his hand on the ball the most, it would probably be number 5, Caleb Sidre for Windham.
Absolutely, playing good defense and kind of certainly being in and around the play at all times. A couple rebounds, a steal, and a block.
Athletic director here at Windham, Rich Drummond. We thank him for the accommodations that he's given us at the top at mid-court. Of course, he was the longtime athletic director at Portland High School just many moons ago.
And one of our favorites in the SMAA.
Indeed. Was the AD when my sons attended Portland High School for much of it. So I had Mike McCullum.
Now we have a blocking foul, I believe, on Donato. Nope, that'll be on Smart down inside.
Number 30, Kevin Smart. That's his second foul, the fourth team foul. Chris Naylor at the line, shooting 2.
So Naylor will be at the line shooting 2 here. Nothing doing for number 1. Both teams are ice cold tonight. 4-3 is the score as we start the second quarter.
And not much falling for either side, Steve, and they've had some pretty good open looks.
And Greenwood with the rebound. His second of the night. And he gets it over to Donato, who's got Jake Bouchard on the right. See him, Gerber. Around the horn here.
Here's a little bit of, as we saw, Richard Greenwood posting up earlier. Windham doing a great job doubling down on the post, taking away the inside game. Gerber will be fouled.
Nice effort to the basket by Sam Gerber.
I think it'll be on Ivan Cathell. Wait for the indication.
That is his third of the game, I believe.
Eagle foul number 42. Ivan Cathell, his second, 18.
His second, rather.
That's what I have as well.
Gerber gets the first one to tie it up for the Dogs. The Dogs can actually take the lead now. Well, it's good to know who can make a foul shot for Portland as Gerber drains 2 and makes it a 5-4 Portland lead.
That could have a hand check on Greenwood, I believe, here.
Following fouls, shot number 21, Richard Greenwood, his first, 15.
15 foul versus 8 for Windham. Sidre off to the right. Oh, nice defense by Bouchard and by Donato. Donato is tripped up. I think that's going to be Chris Naylor on the foul.
And it is. That's it. Could be his first.
Eagle foul number 44, Chris Naylor, his first.
And Windham's going to be over the limit, so we'll be shooting 2 now.
Again, you can see
that is their 9th.
Jake Bouchard makes things happen when he's out there.
Got a nose for the ball, kind of those deflections of the stat that doesn't show up in the stat sheet, Steve. They create turnovers, even though he won't be credited with them. Great work by Jake Bouchard there to kind of get a hand on that ball.
And Donato finished it. It'll be Portland ball. Bouchard's got the screen. Oh. And the rebound will come to Gerber on the tap by Fay. Greenwood to Bouchard. Gerber, rotation, up and in.
Offensive foul.
Oh, I think I'm going to call that a player control foul on Gerber.
Yeah, Coach Russo not happy. He's having a little discussion with the officials here.
His first, 16. Checking in for Windham High, Nick Garris with number 11. He replaces Chris Naylor.
Quickly down court, brought down by Weiser. Weiser in trouble.
5 seconds.
We have a turnover.
They headed right back the other way. Windham's 5th turnover of the night.
Dylan Gorman now into the game, number 1 for Windham High.
Gorman will check in for, I think, not sure, maybe Bilodeau? Thay inside. Oh.
Yeah, strong take there by Ethan Thay. Thay's that added element of power that Portland was really lacking against Bangor. Good finish there by Cedre with the backdoor cut. We've kind of seen that setting up all night. And Portland overplaying a little bit. Windham cuts it to 1.
It is 7-6 with 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Oop. Well, there's a turnover regardless. Up and in for Dylan Gorman. His first 2 of the game. It's 8-7 now. As Smart gets set to check back in.
This is ridiculous, Steve. And you get these Windham players going down like they're getting shot, you know, on any kind of contact.
Number 30, Kevin Smart.
But the referees aren't really fooled by that either.
No, they know what they're doing.
For the most part.
Good jump by Smart, and he'll be fouled.
Shooting 2 in the bonus here.
Windham over the limit, so we'll march down to the other end for 2 Kevin Smart foul shots.
Dylan Gorman is second. That's the 10th Windham team foul.
Smart with a chance to bring the Dogs to a tie and a lead as the score is 8-7. Buries the first one.
And he'll earn the second.
Braden McCrillis with the rebound, quickly down on the right side. It's a nice cut inside and a block by Smart. Eight to 8 is the score with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Matt will have that off-ball foul. Dylan Gorman with the reach, his 3rd by my count.
Third foul for the Eagles. Dylan Gorman, number 1. Juan Donato at the line. 2 shots.
Set to check in is Will Manette. Donato hits that, gives the Dogs a 1-point lead, 9-8, with 4 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the first half. Makes it 2.
Portland with only 1 field goal here in this game. The rest have come from the line. We'll have a travel. 6th Eagles turnover to 8 for the Bulldogs.
We'll have a timeout. With 4:25 left in the first half, the score, Windham 8 and Portland 10. Here we go after the Windham timeout. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3.
Sorry to speak over you, Steve, there. The Bulldogs trying to open something up for Stone Mahan.
Man for 3. Yeah. Cedre on the break. And he's going to be fouled. Bennett on the rebound.
So that'll go on Kevin Smart. I believe that'll be his third.
Kevin Smart, his third foul, the 7th team foul. Caleb Sidray at the line, shooting 2.
(10-8) is the score. Portland in front. Ethan Thay will check in for Smart.
Into the game for Portland High.
Ready to check in for Portland will be Matthew Dowdell Smith. Nice rebound by Donato. Some nifty ball handling there. Looks for the lane. Up at the foul line and in.
Yeah, nice little step back there by Wani Donato, creating space, knocking down the 15-footer.
Coast to coast. He did it down below. He did it here at the basket. 12-8 is the score. The Dogs open up a 4-point lead. That looked, well, I guess there'll be a foul before the travel. It's going to be on Jake Bouchard, his first of the night.
Jacob Bouchard, number 20 for Portland High.
He will not be shooting 2. He'll be shooting 1-1 for Will Manette.
Will Manette at the line for Windham High. 1-1.
Manette hits his first bucket of the night. Noir Bowl will check in for Cameron Brown. Another Bowl in Southern Maine basketball. Some in Portland, and some have played for Portland, and some have played for Windham.
And some for South Portland.
Indeed.
We saw Ray Bowl in a couple state championships. Deer Howe Bowl, most recently for the Eagles. And now Noir.
It's 12-10, the Dogs in front. Donato. Not the right angle, but Mahan comes up with the rebound and puts it right back in. Pretty short, his first 2 of the night. 14-10, a 4-point Dog lead, 3:04 left here in the first half.
Portland basket, still in the hand.
Doesn't fall. 2 Dogs fight for the rebound, and it looks like the foul's going to be on Bowl.
Well, it'll be on Stillman Mahan.
Oh.
His second.
Excuse me.
That's his second foul, the 9th team foul.
Did not see that, and I don't think Stillman Mahan saw that either. He's having a little discussion with the ref. Jake Bouchard is back in. Stillman will take a seat.
Yeah, 2 fouls, 250 here. Get him off the floor.
Let's see what this Bowl does. Now they get the rebound right back in.
Garrison working hard there on the offensive boards for Windham.
Sidray spins underneath the Bowl, and Thay thought he had all ball.
He definitely got him on the body going up.
Picking up his first foul, that's a 10th Portland team foul.
So we'll see Bull go back to the line this time for 2.
Bull at the line, 2 shots.
Of course, Steve, as we were mentioning some of the recent bowls, who could forget Rico Bowl, who played on Coach Russo's 2004 state championship team.
Well, since we're talking about bowls, word has it that there is a relationship to Minute Bowl somewhere in the family.
I've heard that as well. Good effort by Donato to stay with that rebound.
Here's the great Washington center.
We're going to have a travel on Thay.
Minute was, I think, 7'8" maybe, and he passed away.
Yeah, tallest player in NBA history, I believe. We'll talk about changing a shot.
Yeah, and that's going to be a foul on Thay, I think.
Bulldogs kind of have to keep their head here, Steve. You know, they may not be happy with the officiating, but complaining about it is likely not going to change it.
It's a 3-point dog lead. It's 14-11. McCrillis can bring it to within 1. And nobody's really hitting it tonight. Katz Cronin checks in, and Hayden Bilodeau for the Dogs and the Eagles, respectively. Bouchard drives inside.
It could be blocked by Bull, but it'll give him right back.
Greenwood inside, and he is fouled. Shooting 2, I think that's going to be on Hayden Bilodeau. We'll see.
Picking up the second foul, number 14, Hayden Bilodeau.
And you are correct.
Richard Greenwood at the line for 4 and high. Looking for more. Checking in. Anthony Blue, number 2.
Gabriel Russell will check in for the Dogs, along with Jake Bouchard back in the game.
Russell, I believe, getting his first varsity minutes here. He did not play against Bangor.
Greenwood converts 1 of 2, his first point of the game, gives the Dogs a 3-point lead, 15-12, with 1:48 left here, the first half. Sidre, a nice pass to Bilodeau, who brings it home and brings the Eagles to within 1.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut there by Bilodeau. Able to sneak behind the defense, get an easy lay-in.
Blocking foul. The refs are not going to, well, they're going to discuss it. So the refs are not going to really give the Eagles any quarter here when it comes to seeking the offensive foul, where it doesn't
that's
exist.
What happens when you're just that obvious about it early, Steve. We saw it right from Jump Street with this Windham team. Their MO was to try to get out and draw the charge, and sometimes when you try too hard, you're not going to get them.
Greenwood converts 1 of 2 again. 16-14, a 2-point dog lead, 1:13 left. Yeah, that's a nifty move. So Bilodeau with his second field goal in a few seconds, and it's a tie game, 16-16. Jake Bouchard from downtown.
Finn Cronin, number 15, High, picking up his.
Katz Cronin picks up his first. Checking in for the Dogs will be will be number 1 and number 22, Spencer Cross. There's a little bit of an issue here with the uniforms.
Number 1 is not listed on the roster. We'll try to pick that up for you at halftime.
Also checking in, number 22, Spencer Cross.
So that's not Spencer Cross, I don't believe, but that's what the roster says. So we'll see.
According to the announcer, that is Cooper Bay, number 1. The announcer here with a terrific set of pipes. You're able to hear him loudly and clearly.
23 seconds left here. Gerber on the outside. Plays pass with Dordell Smith.
Portland trying to open things up here, spread out. Likely hold for one.
Bay.
And we're going to have a block on Cedre.
Number 5, taking up his second foul for the line. At the line, Cooper Bay. 2 shots.
Bay
He hits the first one.
First varsity points for Cooper Bay.
Checks in for the Bulldogs.
Gives the Dogs a 1-point lead with 7.7 seconds left. Cedre with the rebound, too far ahead.
Yeah, good awareness by Windham to run the floor, but couldn't quite gain control for a shot.
So Portland has 2.1 seconds here. So that'll end the half. Portland is up 17-16. So we're here at halftime with our old friend Griffin Foley. Griffin is a point guard at St. Joseph's. First of all, what do you think about what you're seeing here with this team? You played on 2 state championship teams for Portland.
Yeah, it's crazy, you know, being in it when you're in high school. You're just so caught up in it, and then it goes by so fast, and then you're in college, and you come back and watch, and it's crazy to see everything you did for 4 years, and now you're out of it. You know what I mean? So it's surreal.
Well, I got to say, we wish at times that we were still calling your name out there, Griffin. Tell us a little bit about the difference between the high school and the college game.
Yeah, so college is definitely more physical, a lot bigger teams. Well, we're from Maine, so you don't see much height or size, but when you get in college, you're playing all states everywhere. Like this weekend, we're playing team from New York. We're going down to Florida. We're going to see some big dudes, so it's different, definitely, in speed and physicality, but still the same fundamentals are needed.
And you play with some of our old friends like Jack Casal and others, including Mr. Curtis here from Windham as well.
Yeah, growing up, you know, you play against these guys and you're like, okay, like I'm going to play against these guys my whole life. You're never going to see them again after that. And then one thing leads to another, and then you're in college with them, playing them for another 4 years, and that's another surreal feeling, I guess. And it's nice because you get to play with a different breed, I guess. In high school, you're with the same guys, and then you see a little bit like from each team in college because you all come together.
So if you had one word of advice for these Portland high school players, what would it be? Or one piece of advice, what would it be?
Keep grinding. You know, they're a young team. There's potential there, and I can see them being real good as the season goes on. You just got to stick to it.
Great to see you, and thanks so much for joining us.
Well, you as well.
So we got a chance to visit with our old friend Griffin Foley, and sometimes you wish that he were out in the court right now. The Dogs are up by 1, 17-16.
Yeah, anemic offense though, Steve, 17-16, and of those 17 Portland points, 11 have come on foul shots, and 2 players with 3 points each. Kevin Smart, Ethan Thay lead the way for the Dogs.
Folks, we're going to bring you second half action in a moment.
The Portland ball to open the second half. Coach Russo going with Mahan, Bouchard, Juan Donato, Richard Greenwood, and Kevin Smart. Donato over to Mahan. Someone finds Bouchard wide open for a 3 from the elbow, knocks it down. Great look by Bouchard, and a good pass by Stillman.
And the rebound by Bouchard. Brings it down, coast to coast, comes back out beyond the key.
And Coach Russo must have seen something in that first half. First play goes to Bouchard, and he's hustled on defense as well.
A nice soft pass. Doesn't fall, but second effort by Kevin Smart. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, good rebound and follow for Kevin Smart.
22-16. Saw Coach Russo drawing up a storm in the entrance to the Portland locker room at halftime.
The consummate teacher. Just give the man a whiteboard and he'll give you results.
Nice move by Caffel. He's back in the game with, I think, 3 fouls. 22-18 is the score. 6.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Man is fouled.
But a reach, I believe, on
Eagle foul
number 4.
That's his first.
That's Sean Cuniff's first foul, and that's our first look at Sean Cuniff tonight.
Both teams going very deep onto the bench.
Stillman Mayen finds Joaquin Donato to Richard Greenwood. Back to Mayen in the corner. And Greenwood's the open man. The rebound will come to Cuniff. Quickly outlets it on the left.
That nice help there by Donato, but leaves his man open.
3 points for Ivan Caffel. The first 3-pointer of the night brings the Eagles to within 1. 22-21, 5:40 left here in the third quarter.
Windham still doubling down on the post here against Smart. We'll have a 30-second timeout, Portland.
And we'll take one as well. 5.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. 22-21, Dogs in front. Bouchard now to inbound to Donato. Stepping out, Mayen.
Yeah, Windham still trying to go for draw the charge there.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Portland stands wanted to walk. Instead, it's nice ball movement. Cuniff ultimately puts it in. He gives the Eagles a 1-point lead, 23-22.
Mahan, good look.
In and out. The rebound will come to Naylor. On the left side to Weiser. The cut inside. Good defense by Donato, but kicked back out again. And this time it's Chris Naylor hitting the 3. 2 threes in a row give the Windham Eagles a 4-point lead here with just under 4.5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that inside out look is perfect. There's a nice dunk from Kevin Smart.
Kevin Smart.
Well, he brings it home. As Coach Russo says, it's only 2 points, but sometimes it can be motivating. The dunk.
He just made it look so effortless, Steve. And we're used to seeing guys like Mai Wen rip the rim off. Smart just nonchalant dunk.
He went for the high percentage dunk instead of the style points. In the corner. Nifty shot by Eric none the wiser.
And Windham really heating up here. Steve,
3 threes in a row, Frank, and it's 29-24. But here's Bouchard to answer. Doesn't happen. Naylor comes up with it.
Windham currently on a 13-2 run.
Yeah, playing like a team possessed right now. Nice rotation, triple team here by Portland. Nice hands again. Bouchard comes up with it. To Smart.
Good
with
finish,
the continuation.
Kevin Smart.
No, they're going to call. Yeah, they're going to. All right. There's a foul on Naylor.
Eagle foul, number 44, Chris Naylor. That's his second foul.
So of Portland's 8 points in this quarter, Kevin Smart has 6 of them.
The line.
Can bring the Dogs to within 2. And he does. 29-27. Again, Stillman Maine with a good defensive effort.
Good strong denial there.
Yeah, that was a nice shot by Eric Weiser. His 5th of the quarter.
Just kind of floating it over Smart there. Is Kevin Smart doing all he can to disrupt?
4-point lead, and we have a foul. Looks like a reach.
Dodo's third.
14 for Windham High, taking up his 3rd foul. That's a 3rd team foul.
No fouls for Portland yet.
Into the game
In this half, Cameron Brown will
Cameron.
come in for Bilodeau. There's Donato. Oh, Smart's thinking. Look at that. He goes in and he gets fouled. He's going to be shooting 2.
Smart kind of showing that nice first step, ability to go in, fight through contact, and he'll be rewarded at the foul line. Chris Naylor's 3rd personal foul.
Picking up his 3rd foul, 4th team. Kevin Smart at the line for the Bulldogs. Checking back into the Windham High, number 5, Caleb Sidray. He replaces.
Sidray will replace Naylor for Windham. Smart will shoot his 2nd. Dogs are down by 3. Greenwood.
Good fight to keep that ball alive. It'll end up falling to Wandy Donato.
Here comes Maine out. Inside to Greenwood. Spins. Cameron Brown with the rebound. Goes hard in, all ball.
Yeah, big block there from Kevin Smart. His 3rd by my count. Two, 3 zone off the inbound for Portland.
Man, to Smart. Oh, fights for that rebound.
Great work by Kevin Smart. Hustled on the offensive boards, and he gets rewarded with a bucket.
It's a 1-point Windham lead. 31-30 with a minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. Oh, nice defense by Bouchard.
Yeah, forcing the ball handle right under the bucket.
Greenwood open for a layup.
A good finish, good look by Mahan. Greenwood able to finish it, and Coach Bulkinian a lot of timeout.
It's a Portland 1-point lead, 32-31, with a minute 2 left in the 3rd quarter.
And Coach Chad Bulkinian coming out off this timeout, hoping to snap Portland's 8-2 run.
And there's the giant killer by Sidray, who goes to the stands to look for some approval. It's a large student section here tonight for Windham. And it's a 2-point Windham lead. 46 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Stepping out is Bouchard for 3. Mahan, Brown gets that rebound, and up and in for Weiser. His 7th point of the quarter, 36-32. 26 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Portland playing for the last shot here.
Yep, strong take there by Greenwood.
Eagle foul number 5. 5, Caleb Sidray. That's his 3rd foul. 5th team foul.
Windham with a number of guys with 3 fouls. We'll see how that affects their play going down the stretch. We see 2 shots from Greenwood.
Ethan Thay checks in for Jake Bouchard. And Will Manette will check in for Caleb Sidray.
Some good minutes out of Bouch here in the 3rd quarter. On offense, on defense, just overall hustle.
Greenwood hits 1 of 2. Brings the Dogs to within 3. Thay, good hands, but it's going to stay Windham ball. 3.2 seconds left. Smart with the rebound to add to his total, 36-33 at the end of the 3rd quarter. Windham gets set to take it in.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Coach Russo, a little weight break in the huddle. Easy 2 for Cam Brown.
What just happened, Frank?
Well, Steve, off the second horn, Portland's supposed to break immediately. The official just inbounded the ball because Windham was ready to go, and I guess that's the way it goes.
38-33, a 5-point lead, and a turnover.
Portland's 10th after a relatively clean 3rd quarter.
Smart with another rebound. Donato now hovers around midcourt. Man gets a look. Not tonight. 13, Cameron Brown with the rebound. For 3, doesn't fall. But oh yeah, there'll be a foul there as the rebound went to Weiser.
Yep, nice hustle by Donato, even though he'll pick up the foul.
Portland foul, number 12, Monty Donato. That's his 2nd foul.
Portland's first foul here in the second half.
First Portland team.
Dowdell Smith checks in. Elias Antonio checks in, or was about to.
Elias Antonio, number 5, onto the court for the Bulldogs.
A 2-3 off the inbound pass, as is standard procedure for Coach Russo's teams.
Way downtown, Will Manette. Now if he gets hot, it's a 41-33 lead now for Windham with 6.5 minutes left in regulation of this contest.
The hand check on Gorman, I believe.
Dylan Gorman, number 1, picking up his 4th foul for the Eagles. That's a 16 foul.
Windham 6, so Portland will shoot.
Number 5 checks in.
Their next foul is out.
Dowdell Smith to Donato. Strong move to the hoop. Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Arrow pointing to Portland.
Richard Greenwood, number 21, checking in for the Bulldogs. Back into the game.
Richard Greenwood and Ivan Kaffel check in. It's an 8-point Windham lead. Out to Bouchard.
Good takeaway there.
Smart with the putback.
Great work there, offensive rebound. Just a nice soft little lay-in for Kevin Smart.
And another rebound. Oh, what a move!
Good body awareness there from Kevin Smart again.
brings the Dogs to within 4. 41-37 is the score. The Eagles in front. 5.5 minutes left in regulation. The Dogs are making this exciting. A steal by Donato. Coast to coast. And he gets hacked underneath. That'll be on Weiser. I think that's his third.
Third by my count.
That's his third foul. 17th foul. Juan Donato at the line. 2 shots.
And these are the foul shots that count here, Steve. Fourth quarter, down the stretch, tired legs. Who can knock him down and who can't?
Chris Naylor checks back in for the Eagles. Donato can bring the Dogs to within 2 if he sinks this. And he does. So the score is 41-39. And Smart gets back there so fast.
We'll have a hand check against Mahan. His third. Only Portland's second foul of the second half. So with a lot of fouls to give, if this game really gets tight down the stretch, Portland will need those fouls to be shooting.
Well, there you go. Will Manette with another 3, his second this quarter. Opens up a 44-39 lead with 4:40 left here. In that proverbial last 5 minutes of the game, Susie Schwartz says is the best of any game.
Yeah, we're in
she doesn't
Susie
even care if it's
time
a
here.
baseball game. Oh, Greenwood inside.
Offensive. And that's one they earned. It'll be Greenwood's second foul. And the 11th turnover for Portland.
Richard Greenwood, that's his second foul. 13th foul.
It's a 5-point Windham lead, 44-39, 4:23 left in regulation. Bouchard on the break. Up and in.
Jacob Bouchard.
He is an exciting player. Brings the Dogs to within 3.
And Bush still playing tenacious defense out there.
He is relentless. He's got relentless energy. Kicked out for the 3. Doesn't fall, but Wyndham's going to come up with it here as Sidre is going to get that. He's not going to be in any super hurry here.
And good work keeping that ball alive, too, for Windham.
Too much. Greenwood with the rebound. Dogs down by 3. Donato on the right. Greenwood for 3.
Good
Pulls
shot
up.
fake. Excellent stick by Greenwood.
His second field goal of the game. 7th point. Ooh. It's 44-43. It's a 1-point Windham lead.
It'll be a foul on Greenwood, his third. Portland in the midst of a 10-3 run.
12, Juan Donato, that's his third foul.
Hayden Bilodeau will check in.
Into the game for Windham High, Hayden Bilodeau, number 14.
They have a blocking foul on Donato, I guess. Coach Russo doesn't like it.
Juan Donato, number 12, picking up his 4th for Portland. That's a 15th foul.
Smart to Donato.
Portland needs a good possession here, Steve.
And it's Greenwood that does it. The first 3 of the game.
13-3 run for the Dogs.
It's 46-44. The Dogs in front by 2. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. And another turnover.
That really created by Bouchard. Able to force the ball handler out, the cutter out of the way. Greenwood picks up the steal.
Another Windham player goes down. Here's Greenwood. Gonna try it again. Why not? Second 3. Crucial minutes. 49-44. Dogs in front. 2:07 left. So number 22 is Jackson Harris, and number 1 is Cooper Bay. They came in and played earlier, and at least Harris had a different jersey from what our roster says. Here we go with crucial time here, 49-44. 2 minutes left.
Nice rebound there by Greenwood. 16-3 Portland run in the last 3 minutes.
Player goes down. Smart gets in there.
Rebound
Fought for, though, and a Windham rebound. Here comes Gorman, and another turnover. Will have a jump ball. Possession arrow is Windham's.
Windham possession.
49-44 is the score. It's a 5-point Portland lead with 1:35 left. The strength of those very strong threes by Richard Greenwood. Gorman
Inside out.
kicks it out. The 3 is hit by Will Manette, his third 3 of the quarter. It's now 49-47, a 2-point Dog lead, and there will be a timeout. So Richard Greenwood set to inbound. It presses on by Windham.
They have to try to take Donato away. We're going to have a foul before the inbound even. It'll be Will Manette's second, and Portland will be shooting 1-1.
Eagle foul number 24, Will Manette. That's his second foul.
That cannot have been Coach Pulkinen's prescription, do you think,
No,
Frank?
not at all, Steve. I'm sure they were just trying not to let it in. And, you know, Mahan just kind of slipped out of Manette's fingertips. Manette grabbed a hold of him. Of course, as you saw, Windham was taking away Lonnie Donato's inbound completely with 2 men. So, big foul shot here for Stone Mahan.
Like butter. Can of corn for him. 47-50. It's a 3-point lead. He can make it a 2-possession game if he sinks this one. He doesn't, but Greenwood inside.
Great fight by Greenwood, but can't finish.
Off his foot.
It'll be Portland
Caleb
ball.
Sidray. And now we'll have a Portland timeout with a 3-point lead, and Portland will have the ball with 1:08 left in regulation. So, Frank, here we go for the most exciting 1:08 that we've had in a while to end the game.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what Portland does here to try to get them out of the ball. Inbound goes to Mahan. Here's the trap.
Breaks it. Greenwood.
And Windham's going to have to foul here.
Nice ball handling by Greenwood.
Oh, that's going to be a Windham ball.
So an unexpected turnover here. It's 50-47.
That's a huge
Portland has
turnover.
fouls to give, Frank.
Yeah, huge turnover.
Sidray for 2. Straight to the bucket. It's a 1-point Portland lead. 42 seconds left.
They will have a blocking foul.
By Naylor.
Eagle foul number 44, Chris Naylor, his 4th foul, 19.
1-1 here for Juani Donato.
At the line, you'll get 1 and the bonus.
Short. Good rebound by Mahan.
Mahan comes up with it. Wow. And is fouled.
I believe that'll be Cedre.
Not the first time he has made big moves when it counts at the end of a game, Frank.
That's his 4th. That's the 10th Windham team foul.
Yet again, big foul shots for the Bulldogs.
Still Mahan at the line. It's shoot 2.
Windham over the limit, so 2 shots for Stillman.
Sinks it. Absolutely cool as a cucumber. Open underneath. Yeah. So, an unfortunate turn of events here. I think the foul's going to be on Bouchard.
There will be.
And
the Eagles can tie it up with this foul shot.
at the line, shooting 1.
Portland's going to stay within themselves here. This is going to be a massive shot and what could be an even bigger rebound. They'll stay Windham ball. Deflected off Smart. Long arms of Kevin Smart defending the inbound. And Bouchard will be called for the foul.
You know, if you're not looking for the ball, it's almost like in football there, you know?
And he just came right into the into Cedre's body.
Taylor Cedre.
Cedre has no foul shots tonight. He does now, and he ties it. He misses it. Donato with the ball.
Big rebound.
It's a tie score. Mahan with the ball.
Windham gets the ball back, and he'll be fouled.
.7 seconds left.
Fifth foul for Juani.
Checking into the game for Portland High, fifth corner, number 15. Hayden Bilodeau.
Katz Cronin is in.
1-1.
It's a tie score here. Bilodeau at the line. No foul shots tonight. Very important shot. A 1-point lead. He hits it. Portland will call timeout. 9.7 seconds left to put something together to tie it up. So, Frank, what are they going to do, do you think?
Well, here we go. Windham's going to show some pressure to try to slow down the advance. And we'll see what Portland has once they get it over. Couple shooters on the floor.
Bouchard behind his back. Timeout.
And we'll have Portland's final timeout.
So the Bulldogs will have 2.3 seconds left.
Sideline
Greenwood
inbound.
near us.
It's going to be Smart.
Smart hits it. He hits the three.
And that's the ball game. Kevin Smart is the hero. Hitting the game-winning three as time expired to give the Bulldogs a 55-54 win.
What an exciting effort by the Portland Bulldogs. As the teams will shake hands. A hallmark of every high school game that we see.
Please buckle up and drive home safely.
Coach Russo and Pulkkinen. Two longtime coaches here in the SMAA. Frank and I will be back to wrap up in just a moment. So the Bulldogs with an incredible victory, a three-pointer by Kevin Smart at the end. And you know, he was the right person to do it. He led the Dogs in all scorers tonight with 20 points. He had just a gaggle of rebounds and block shots. He's not the only one, but boy, he worked hard tonight.
And he didn't start, Steve. Came off the bench. Kevin Smart putting in a terrific second half with 17 of his 20 points, adding 10 rebounds for a double-double. What a night for Kevin Smart. Icing on the cake, game-winning shot.
Richard Greenwood tonight had two very crucial threes in the fourth, and he is the other dog in double figures with 11 points. The Eagles, on the other hand, had two people in double figures. Will Minetto came on strong in the fourth quarter and hit 3 threes of his own, and Caleb Sidre, who really touched the ball pretty much more than anybody else, in Windham all night.
Absolutely, Steve. Hard-fought game by both teams. Saw some youthful inexperience on the Portland side in the waning minutes, so definitely a learning moment for the Bulldogs. But luckily for them, a learning moment off a win.
And that is where we end it right here. This is Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3 Sports, saying so long from the home of the Windham Eagles, where tonight the Bulldogs are victorious and go to 1-1. Good night.